Welcome back. This lesson is about purpose-driven trusts, trusts you create for a specific mission. Estate planning is about more than just numbers and buildings. It is about the heart of your legacy. For many of us, that heart includes the four-legged family members who wait for us at the door, the charitable causes that reflect our deepest beliefs, and the values we hope to pass down to the next generation. Think of this lesson as adding the mission statement to your roadmap. A trust can do more than just transfer wealth. It can carry your voice and your compassion into the future. Let's start with a topic close to the hearts of millions: taking care of Fido and Fluffy. Many people assume their family will simply do the right thing if something happens to them, but pets are often the first ones to fall through the cracks during a crisis. You may have heard the story of Leona Helmsley, who famously left $12 million to her dog, Trouble. While that might sound extreme, it highlights a very practical point. A pet trust is often a legally recognized way to make your pet the beneficiary of a trust. A pet trust exists for one reason: to make sure your animal is cared for the way you want if you can't do it. In a pet trust, you are the grantor, and you choose a trustee to be in charge of finances, and can also choose a caregiver who provides the home, food, and vet visits. This can be the same person. The power of the trust is to provide legal duties to use specific funds for care. States have different rules for what you can do, so check with a professional. In your trust, you could write down specific instructions: what brand of food they like, which vet they see, and even where they should be buried or cremated when they pass away. By setting up this system today, you are replacing hoping for the best with a clearer safety plan for your furry friends. But here's an uncomfortable truth: your pet can't report mistreatment, neglect, or misuse of funds. So you could also add oversight, for example, requiring periodic check-ins by a third party or requiring basic documentation of expenses. And you should be realistic about the numbers. Too little money can jeopardize care. Too much money can create unintended incentives. A good pet trust is specific, practical, and built around a trustworthy human plan. That is the single most important decision in a pet trust: the people. Next, let's look at how you can support the causes you believe in. Charitable planning ranges from simple to sophisticated. Simple is: I leave $50,000 to my favorite charity in my will or trust. For many people, that is simple, straightforward, and adequate for what they'd like to accomplish. More sophisticated planning, however, comes into play when you want to accomplish one of two things. You want to benefit a charity, while also retaining income or another benefit during your lifetime. Or you want to support a charity now, while ultimately benefiting your heirs later. These goals are typically addressed using charitable trusts and typically map to two major structures: Charitable Remainder Trusts, often called CRTs, and Charitable Lead Trusts, often called CLTs. There are additional charitable options, such as NIMCRUT and pooled income funds, and others, and we encourage you to explore with a professional. For now, we'll stay high level and focus on the two most common. The first is a Charitable Remainder Trust. In this setup, you or the person you designate are the primary receivers of funds. You receive a regular stream of income from the trust for a certain amount of time or for the rest of your life. Then, whatever is left over, the remainder, goes to the charity of your choice. This is a popular strategy for people who want to support a cause while also ensuring they have the money they need for their own retirement or care. A Charitable Remainder Trust is income to me, remainder to charity. This can be especially attractive when you own highly appreciated assets. Instead of selling and triggering capital gains tax first, the trust can sell inside the CRT structure and reinvest, then pay you income. There are two common payout styles you'll hear about: an annuity style that pays a fixed dollar amount each year, and a uni-trust style that pays a fixed percentage of the trust's value each year. Fixed dollars means predictable payments. A percentage means payments can rise or fall with the value of the trust. The second path is a Charitable Lead Trust. This is essentially the opposite. The charity takes the lead and receives a stream of income for a set number of years. After that period ends, the remaining assets in the trust are transferred back to you or to your children. This could be an incredible way to make a significant impact on a cause right now, while still preserving a legacy for your family later. These tools may create tax advantages in some situations, but the results depend on the details, potentially saving your estate thousands of dollars while doing good in the world. The big warning with charitable trusts is simple. These are not casual documents. They're irrevocable and rules heavy, so if you change your mind later, it may be impossible to change or cancel the document. If your goal is charitable giving, talk to professionals who are familiar with charitable trust work, because the details matter a great deal. Finally, let's discuss incentive trusts, which are sometimes called values trusts. An incentive trust is a trust that includes conditions, milestones, or guardrails. The goal is not just to give money, but to shape how and when it's used, to include enticements to encourage responsible behavior. Common incentives include graduating from college, remaining gainfully employed, or even reaching a certain age milestone before receiving a distribution. You are essentially saying, I want to help you, but I want to make sure you are ready for that help. However, a word of caution. Your incentives should be readily verifiable and realistic. For example, if you say a grandchild must graduate college to get their inheritance, you should also include a rule for what happens if that child becomes disabled and is unable to attend. Incentive trusts work best when The goals are clear, the conditions are easy to verify, and the trustee has discretion to adapt to real-life changes. One more important point across all purpose-driven trusts. Trustee selection is a big part of the game. A trust is not a robot. It's a set of instructions carried out by a person. If the person is wrong, the document won't save you. So when you think purpose-driven, think people-driven too. Your action step is this. For any purpose-driven trust you're considering, write down the following. The purpose in one sentence. The people involved, caregiver, trustee, and backup choices. And the rules you want, stated simply enough that a trustee can actually follow them. For those who want to deep dive into any of these trusts or options available, check out the resources or the bonus material in the MyEstateKit app.